Yeah, welcome to Drinkin, Bros, kids. It's a Tuesday. We got a guest in studio today. Jason Wood, you crazy, crazy fucker.
I try.
You try?
I try.
You actually do. You don't just try, you actually do.
Yeah.
Did you run a 100-mile marathon straight?
Yeah, this past weekend.
What do you call that?
Ultra marathon?
Yeah, ultra marathon. Like it's a 100-mile. It was Rocky Raccoon in Huntsville State Park here in Texas.
Why name it that? Right? Because that's a very femme name for something that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
And you show up, and you already know I've got to run 100 straight miles, no breaks, no bathroom breaks. You piss and shit yourself while you're running, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And then they say, hey, what's the name of it? What's going to go on my T-shirt afterwards? And it's Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea. And in fact, it was more Rudy than anything. I fell like 5 fucking times.
Rudy Reyes?
Rudy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Rudy Reyes was not out there.
No, he usually does shit like that.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I think he was at that Winter Strong thing with Baker and all those assholes.
Oh, was he really?
I think so.
I think I saw that.
What was your time for 100 miles?
21 hours, 55 minutes, I think it was.
21 hours, 55 minutes.
Yeah, it comes out to be about a 13-minute mile for 100 miles.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, it's fun.
Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know. Like, I think I got into ultra marathoning when COVID happened because there was nothing else to do. Gyms all shut down.
Yeah.
So just
there was a lot of other shit to do. You could have watched Tiger King. You could have developed a drug habit. Instead, you chose to run 100 fucking miles. This
is very Gumpish.
Yeah.
It was.
I was gonna say.
Forrest
So
Gump.
you're gonna run another one soon, right?
Yeah. So what I'm going to attempt to do in the next. So this was the first one of 5 attempts at 100 miles for the next 5 months. So I'm doing a 36-hour race next month in Virginia where I'll wear a 20-pound weight vest, tactical vest, and that's going to be to raise funds for Canines for Warriors. It's a nonprofit organization that combines veterans with canines. And
when you do something like that, you should be able to fuck a dog. I mean, like, just pick one of the dogs and be like, hey, dude, I just did all this for you, and I raised a bunch of money.
Or at least some kind of deal with
like
like a peanut butter company, right?
Yeah. Now that's nice. Yeah. I still got scars from Iraq and dogs, so I'm good there. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna fuck a
36
dog.
hours straight.
Yeah, but get some revenge at least.
Yeah,
that's true.
Let me ask you this. So you're going to be doing 4 more after that one, right?
So,
or there are 3 more after that
So
one?
3 more after that one, yeah.
Okay, so how much do we have to donate to what charity to get you to dress like Forrest Gump the whole time?
Yeah. What's the number?
Oh, fuck. I'm only trying to raise $2,500 for Canines for Warriors for this next race.
We'll do that. We'll give you $2,500 if you do the whole thing dressed like
Dress
Forrest
as
Gump.
Forrest Gump.
With the tactical vest.
No, the next one after
The
that.
next one after
I don't
that?
want to, I'm not.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
But I want you in the khakis. The
Okay.
Bob, pull up Forrest Gump.
Well, not his street clothes, his running clothes, right?
Yeah. I want the short,
smiley
the red
face.
short, the little short red.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I guess it's not a smiley face. That's the one he wiped his face on.
Is it weird that I want him in the leg braces before he broke out?
Yeah, if you could show up wearing leg braces.
and then break
out of
like
that,
while you're
yeah.
warming up, break out of it.
Yeah.
What's on that?
So
hat?
is this the Gump costume you were thinking of with the yellow shirt?
I think that's the Bubba Gump.
The Bubba Gump hat is what he's wearing.
So and also you're gonna need to grow out your beard a little bit. And if you can't grow your hair that long, which I doubt anybody can.
No.
We're gonna need you to wear a wig.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can wig it up?
Yeah, I'll wig it up. I'll do that. And then, so the next one after that is in April, and it's a 24-hour race where we'll just run laps of a 4-mile trail over and over again for 24 hours.
Ooh, that's worse.
So I'll do that.
Man, why?
Just for you guys.
Again, why? Like that's the one thing that I go back to is why.
I think, like, for me, it's almost like a form of meditation. You get out there and you're away from the world, like you're disconnected from, these wonderful things and everything else.
Yeah.
And it allows you to kind of just focus on yourself. And then it gets to a point, like in a 100-mile race, where you get to, meet your demons. Like there's a point at mile 70, 80 of a 100-mile race where your mind's starting to fuck with you. It's like, hey, why are you doing this? Quit.
Yeah.
My mind kicks in. Maybe I have an overactive mind, but mine kicks in immediately. After the first 3 or 4 steps, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There's no. I'm going to go ride my Peloton and then get high on DMT.
See, everybody has their own thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like what it's built into for me. And I run, I'll run the whole 100 miles without music, no headphones, no nothing like that.
No way, dude.
So,
I couldn't do any of it without music. So right now I'm in physical therapy still after being in the hospital 3 days a week. I am able to do, so I have to do 3 miles on a treadmill at like a 3.5 to a 4.0, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. And it's just kind of to get you back into shape and everything else and try to gain muscle mass and blah, 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 right?
Yep.
I couldn't imagine doing 3 miles without music, let alone 100 at a dead sprint. Because like 13-minute miles is unbelievably impressive for 100 fucking miles.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys out there that are 10 times more impressive than me. The guy that won the race ran it in like 14 hours. I mean, Zach Bitter, who's from Texas, I think, he's got one of the records out there. He ran 100 miles in like 11 hours or so minutes.
I'm gonna have to do the math on that.
And
how many minute of a mile is that? So you're looking at
6. So Zach's record just got broken by a guy from Lithuania, I think. The guy ran 100 miles in 10 hours and some odd minutes, which is like a 6-minute, 30-second pace per mile.
Oh my God!
For 100 miles.
I couldn't even do 1 mile in 6 minutes. 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's amazing what some of these guys can do, and women. Courtney DeWalter, if you've ever heard her name, she was on Rogan before.
She almost won the Moab one year, I think.
She did.
She may have won it.
She won it.
Like 2016 or 17, maybe.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. She was on Rogan right after, and I apologize if I said Rogan. I canceled everybody. Yeah.
But we're on the verge of that every day. Yeah.
But yeah, she was on Rogan. She won the Moab 240, and she's probably one of the best ultra marathoners in the world, if not the best.
But she's a woman, right?
Yeah, she's a woman. At that distance, I think they've looked at like scientifically, men and women at a certain point are basically even when it gets to like that 100-mile plus type race. You'll get a lot of women.
Unless you've got to do math at any point.
Yeah.
Then we win again.
Or vote, where it's just
God. Yeah.
It should be
now
just
you're
men.
canceled, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
now you're canceled, yeah.
Nope.
Women shouldn't be driving either. Say it. Say women shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, it was 2017.
Yeah.
God, that shit's crazy. That's like, for most people, it's a 4-day run. For the top end of people, it's like a 2.5 day run. Fuck that.
Yeah,
dude.
She did it in like 56 hours, 240 miles.
My God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Are you married right now?
No, I'm single.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah. No,
What's Jason doing? Yeah. Oh, he's running again. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So is that why Jenny never married Forrest until
Jenny's
she had
so
AIDS?
fucked up. Jenny's so fucked up.
Dude.
How do you show up on his doorstep like when you got AIDS?
Hey, I've got AIDS.
And a kid.
I'm home. Here's your kid.
Yeah.
I may or may not have had AIDS. My biggest question, because I love Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
But my biggest question when I left that movie was,
does the kid have AIDS?
Yes. And does Tom Hanks have AIDS?
Tom Hanks definitely. He's played multiple characters with AIDS.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, he's had it since Philadelphia.
He went from Gump to Philadelphia, and it was just like, Jesus, man, you're back-to-back AIDS movies at that point.
He just kept going.
Yeah. He's running.
Hey, somebody tell Brittany to make a Drinkin' Bros version, like she does all our merch, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
We need a Drinkin' Bros version of this outfit.
Yeah.
Can you put that up? Can you put that up on the screen, please?
Those are almost thigh huggers.
Yeah. We'll get thigh huggers to make the shorts, and then we'll get, I don't know what the fuck that shirt is.
I think it's a collared shirt.
We're going to have to.
It looks like one of those
short
old
sleeve V-neck sweater.
Yeah, that's a sweater for sure.
It's like a 70s Wimbledon.
Yeah.
We may have to fucking stitch this thing ourselves. I don't know if that even, if that's going to be available.
It's a one of one. Yeah. Where one is stitched and that's it.
Well, she's got she has a, what do you call it? A fucking sewing machine now, so we can just find a deep V shirt and she can put the collar and cut the sleeves off and hem it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing
this. This is happening.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Yeah. We're gumping it, dude.
So you mentioned treadmill earlier. I'm doing in September. I'm working with a local gym. They got a couple different locations. One Life Fitness in Virginia. And we're going to do 48 hours straight on a treadmill. So I'm going to do that attempt in September timeframe.
And at what speed?
Most likely it'll end up being like a 4.
A 4 for 48 hours?
Hours. Yeah.
How do you even stay up for that long? Because in all sincerity, just thinking about being awake for that long, I don't even know if I could do that.
Yeah, I think your body's just working off like the adrenaline and everything else at that point. So you're kind of, as long as you keep moving forward, you're good. I know Courtney, when she did her Moab attempt, she talked about sleeping for 20 minutes out of the whole 56 hours, and she had a 19-minute nap and a 1-minute nap, and the 1-minute nap was the greatest sleep she said she's ever had in her life. So
that's wild, dude.
Yeah, Cam Hanes said something similar.
Yeah,
like he slept for like, I think 25 minutes once, and then maybe 19 or 20 minutes another time, and that was it. That's all his body would let him sleep.
Well, I've had like naps where it's felt really deep and good, but it's so rare that to time it up with the exact moment you need it would be the toughest part when you've been going and going and going.
Yeah.
And especially you're exhausted. I mean, what if the alarm doesn't go off?
Yeah, that's mainly why a lot of these folks have crews with them. I've run the past couple races I've done have been crewless, so it's been just me out there running on my own, and everything food and everything is just on me. But for a lot of these races, people will bring crews with them that'll have like 3 or 4 or 5 people, like a posse with them to help them feed, wake them up when they need a nap, pace them, all those kind of different things.
And when you're out there running and you're pissing and shitting yourself,
yeah.
I mean, this is a dumb question because I don't know.
Yeah.
Is the shit just falling behind you and that's it? You just
like a horse.
Yeah, exactly. So, are you just moving?
So I think I've only had to shit during a race one time, and fortunately there was porta potties at the race. Like, so it was. Just
so you use the bathroom,
run in the porta potty and take a shit. But piss, like you just side of the trail, let it go and keep going.
Greg, we've done well. You did that in the military too. You run up ahead of your group. You shit, take your sock off, wipe your ass, throw your sock in the woods, and then get back in formation.
Yeah.
But then you're missing a sock, right? Yeah. Shit, dude.
I mean, I was talking to Giorgio about this earlier. I mean, I think Giorgio was talking about shitting in a bag earlier.
Yeah, he's the guy definitely you want to see.
Yeah, but he's never been in the military. He just does that.
He just does it for his own.
He's just a normal man walking around the world.
By the way, Greg in the chat brought up a good point. Remember the NIH Coke vest for the Beagles?
Yeah.
So they made this vest with needles on the inside of it pricked the dog.
Yeah, I heard you guys
talk about that.
They
gave him cocaine,
yeah.
so I mean, you just wear one of those.
Yeah.
And then that way you can just play disco music the whole time. Like you just listen to the fucking Bee Gees running 100 miles.
That'd be a blast.
Fucking doing this shit.
Just go by like nothing.
A fucking blast.
When you run when I run short distances, or when I used to run short distances, like 2 miles or something, if I was just working out to work out, I would listen to music. But if it's anything more than like 30 minutes of running, I can't listen to music. It fucks with my head. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, so a lot of my trainer runs, like if it's a shorter distance run, like you said, like less than 10 miles, I'll listen to music. But
I feel like if you're listening, if I'm listening to music and it's a longer distance run, then I'm keeping track of time more, which fucks with my head.
Yeah.
Like it's better just to space out and run.
I'll honestly listen to you guys a lot on
that's
like
not
the
a good
podcast.
idea.
No, I mean, but it's nice because it makes the time go by faster, and your guys' hour and a half podcast normally lines up with about a 15-mile run for me.
Yeah.
So
most treadmills at gyms in particular max out at an hour, and then they'll have like a half-hour recovery. So I listen to podcasts too. If I'm on there for a while and I'm like, all right, great.
Yeah, and for the training plans that you normally run, like a lot of people get it wrong. They go out and try to run as fast as they can every single run. And for like these kind of races, and even just for your own physical health, a lot of times it's just going out and doing slow, heart rate down, like in this 50, 60s range of your max heart rate, 50% of your max heart rate, and that's building your cardiovascular system. So a lot of times it's running really slow for what your normal like 1 mile pace would be. And so you're just zoned out listening to Ross and Dan talk about crazy shit.
Buttholes. Yeah, buttholes usually.
Yeah.
Hope Solo's butthole.
Yeah. God, I had to.
How many times have we talked about Hope Solo's butthole?
A lot. I actually had like the last time you guys talked about it was just a couple episodes ago, and I had to go Google that shit all over again.
What'd you think?
I don't know, man.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's a nice beehole.
Yeah, it is. But
it's
everything else
is TC.
Everything else, yeah.
With Hope Solo?
No,
she's in shape.
She is. But
what specifically did you not like about it?
She's got a lot of Arby's going on.
But describe that for the audience, what that is.
If you've ever eaten a roast beef sandwich from Arby's and like you got a lot of meat in the sandwich.
Sure, but on what body part and what does that start with?
Yes, the pussy.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Arby's just bought Buffalo Wild Wings for $2 billion.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So
expect partnership made in hell.
Got to get some fried roast beef.
God damn it. Why would they combine those two? Like that one doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think they're merging the food.
Oh, they're just owning one another?
Well, Arby's, whatever corporation they are, owns Buffalo Wild Wings now.
Okay, because I know like Taco Bell when they merged, or whoever bought them
That's
out.
PepsiCo.
Yes. So it was Taco Bell, and then they combined it with the KFC, which was a delightful sitch.
Oh, yeah.
And then Pizza Hut as well at some of the locations.
But why haven't we...
Both of those greats.
Why don't we have like the cheesy gordita crunch, but there's a fucking piece of fried chicken in there? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They are doing that now.
Where?
I haven't seen that.
It's about to come out. They're doing like.
Don't fucking tell me something exists when it's about to exist.
Come on.
It's coming out. I'm telling you. By the way, this company owns Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts, Jimmy John's.
Oh, Jimmy John's.
Sonic, Rusty Taco, which does not sound like food.
Rusty Taco.
No, that's a sex act.
Yeah.
And then
you take a
and honestly,
shit in someone's vagina.
Yeah, Mr. Donut could go either way as well.
Yeah, Mr. Donut could be a sex toy too. Look, maybe they're trying to be competitors to PepsiCo and then whoever owns, I guess, McDonald's. All these other companies are conglomerates of a variety of different food and beverage companies, but McDonald's, I think, is just McDonald's, right? Like, they don't need to add anything else.
No, they're a powerhouse.
Yeah.
My kid was asking me a couple of days ago, he said, Dad, what's the most famous restaurant in the world? And I immediately thought of mine, it was like my favorite, you know? I was like, oh, it's Mastro's. And he was like, what about McDonald's? And I was like, oh, if you're looking at fame around the world, it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
My 7-year-old was correct.
Yeah.
That's also the only restaurant he knows. So
that's my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every kid, that's it. It's McDonald's or nothing.
Fucking
Burger King is garbage to them.
Yeah.
Wendy's, non-existent.
Unless you get a Frosty from Wendy's.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she'll fucking do.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't know about Wendy's, but Wendy's, the quality of their food is so much higher than any of the other fast food places.
Yeah.
That shows you that no one cares about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not when they're like, hey, would you want to go to fucking Taco Bell or Wendy's or McDonald's? And nobody says, Wendy's doesn't freeze their meat.
Yeah.
No, they say, I'm high as shit, let's do this or whatever.
It's funny you mentioned the Buffalo Wild Wings. That's always been my post-race like go-to. Like, I just go get like 20 wings and hammer it after a race.
After that amount of running and you only eat 20 wings, I eat 20 wings when I wake up in the morning.
Well, yeah.
Dude.
I think your stomach can only handle but so much.
That's true. If you go a day or a day and a half or so without eating anything, you'll have to stretch it back out.
Because out on the course, though, like, it's funny because a lot of people think you're trying to eat, you're eating gels and gummies and stuff like that, but I'm fucking out there eating quesadillas, pizza,
carbs,
Oreos, carbs, all the carbs you can get.
On the course?
Simple carbs.
On the course.
Shit that burns fast.
The aid stations, they're especially when it gets at night here in Huntsville, it got freezing. Like, it was cold Saturday night, and they started serving hot ramen, stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds actually really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
On a run, just fucking drink it as you're running and shit. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And when Forrest Gump was running, I think it was an AIDS station.
Yeah, it was an AIDS station. So he had to stop, give blood. Yep.
He got prep treatment.
They gave him a cocktail.
Yeah.
And so, what, dude? You knew coming on Drinkin' Bros this was going to happen.
Yeah, you watched the show.
No. I mean, definitely, I got to look like an AIDS patient now when I run this 24-hour race.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I already got to lose.
It's super easy. You just go to the hospital for 45 days.
I was going to say.
I think the cross-country run was pre-AIDS.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you're just going to have to look like you have AIDS after, which shouldn't be too hard after running for 24 consecutive hours.
I lost, I think, I normally weigh around 180, and I lost 12 pounds during that race after I weighed myself.
That's it?
Race. Yeah, a lot of it's water weight.
At least, a pound of water 8 pounds of water is a gallon. So, that's like a gallon and a half of fucking water, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt you're losing muscle mass or anything. You're probably not even losing that much fat either.
No. And then, a lot of it is, a lot of people think carb loading is the way to go. And it can be for a marathon distance because your body goes to the carbs first to get energy. But after so long, it starts going into your fat storage. So a lot of ultra marathoners will do what's called fat loading, where it's all healthy fat type stuff like avocados, all that kind of stuff to prep for.
But once the race starts, you're eating fucking pasta.
Yeah, you're eating everything. Yeah. Anything you get your hands on.
We get a guy in the chat, Dan Finley. We've gotten a lot of messages about this. Put the shows on Rumble. So we did. We did put the shows on Rumble for a while. We just never gained any traction over there. And Rumble, you still can't watch on TV. There's no app for it yet. So we've been burned down with this because Rogan, they offered Rogan $100 million to go to Rumble. I hope there's another platform one day that is eventually integrated into smart TVs and all that other stuff. But even Twitch, man, half my TVs, you got all smart TVs in the house. Half of them didn't get them. Half of them did get it. And it's all right, sweet. YouTube is still the universal thing.
Yeah.
That it's all right, great. And I know Spotify, when they got Rogan, ended up doing an app for TV so you could watch his shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
But only for him. So that's how much money they've invested for him. So, Rumble would be great, but it just no traction, didn't gain anything. I think Dan Bongino owns half of that, right?
Parler.
Oh, is it Parler?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know he's big on Rumble. He's 2 million subscribers or something. So I didn't know.
I don't think those numbers are real.
It takes all your Twitter followers and considers those automatic followers, and whenever you tweet, it automatically posts it to Rumble as well.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're basically defrauding their investors.
Sure.
So
Good for them.
that's another reason we're not heavily invested in any of these new technologies, because none of them have shown a proof of concept. I love the idea of independently being able to publish things and stuff like that. But if the business itself doesn't have a workable fucking financial model, then it's not going to persist. So who gives a shit?
Right.
Like, figure out a workable financial model, and then we'll get involved.
Yeah.
That's why we move some stuff to Patreon and shit like that, because they make money.
Yeah. Right now, it's too hard. And, the back end of Patreon is Vimeo and YouTube. And I mean, shit, I think it was you, Giorgio. Didn't you put up a video in the back end of yours? You were hosting it and it got ripped?
Yeah, just in case. So basically, Patreon doesn't have all these servers to like save all the videos, but they can let you have access to them through if you subscribe or not. And I posted one on my personal YouTube page, the Dr. McCullough video, and that got me a strike on my YouTube and it taken down. I asked them to manually review it, and then after manual review, they proved it was medical misinformation.
No shit. So that was the final answer to it?
Yeah, so then I had to repost it to the Drinkin Bros Vimeo, and that's why it's still up on the Patreon. So if anyone wants to go watch that Dr. McCullough interview, it's on Patreon.
It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, I didn't know you got a strike and all that other shit.
Yeah, so I'm debating on making a new YouTube account for me personally, just so it's, strikeless.
I mean, you have a lot of male nudity, so maybe YouTube isn't the platform. Did you just say, oh, God, for that?
I got to subscribe to Giorgio's OnlyFans.
Are you into that? Are you gay?
I'm giving out free months
No.
Yeah, he's giving out free months.
for Valentine's Day.
AJ Gamble says try Farmers Only. I don't know if they have video publishing over there.
I don't think they do. And it's not, here's what I learned about Farmers Only. They don't let you fuck the animals. So they want you to meet like other farmers.
That's stupid.
And it's like, great, I can meet a farmer anytime
drive
I want.
over
I can
to the
drive,
farm, yeah.
4 miles from here and find a farmer. I want a place where I can connect with an animal. See if I can put my dick in it.
It's a lot of that. Still got scars from Iraq on that one too.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of sheep.
You fucked one?
No, I didn't fuck one.
Oh, okay.
No,
What are the scars from? Watching it?
So yeah, so one of the I worked in logistics, so we did a lot of the convoys and things like that. So you'd see a lot of shit out on the road, like in the villages you drive through and everything like that.
So you would see it?
You'd catch would post the cleanup after he'd fuck a sheep.
Yeah, that's what Bradley Manning should have leaked to the press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is all the God cam footage of Iraqis raping animals.
Is that prevalent, huh?
Oh, yeah.
No shit.
Describe the post.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
you just beat me to that by like a tenth of a second.
The post?
Describe the post.
The pants going up real quick, like as the convoy starts passing by.
Oh, no, there was this guy in our fucking AO. So we had this giant camera, like a 4K camera, which at the time in 2007 was a good camera, that saw in thermal thermal IR and fucking just standard night vision camera. And I don't know what kind of lenses it had, but we could zoom in a lot, right? So there was this one dude, maybe 400 meters away from our compound, that every night he would go out into the barn part of his house, right? Where there was a donkey there, and he would fucking feed, water, and then groom his donkey completely, brush it down and stuff, and then fuck it, and then lie down next to it and go to sleep.
No way.
Yeah, every night.
It's wild out there.
Did he have
Male or female donkey?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Yes. Yes, it does. It does.
I don't think so.
I
don't think a human dick is long enough to get into the vagina of a female donkey anyways.
It's not that. If I saw the donkey getting aroused for any manner whatsoever, and then the donkey had a boner, then that would make me feel gay.
Yeah, I mean we actually wrote a sketch about that where a dude got caught fucking a donkey, but he was like, "It's fine, it's a female. I'm not a," and then he said the F word.
Yeah.
That ends in agate.
Yeah. Do you want to say it?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get you guys canceled.
You can. Do you have a YouTube page? Because then we can just blame it on the guest.
Yeah, no, I don't have a YouTube. All I have is Instagram.
Lauren Manley asks, "Can I ask what the animal thought of it?" That's a good question. And the answer is clearly the animal didn't have a problem with it. A donkey could very easily murder that guy, kick him to death, especially when he's standing right behind him every single night. If the donkey wasn't into it, he would have fought back. right?
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I also picture donkeys having huge assholes, and so that maybe it doesn't really feel like anything to them because their asshole's so huge. But you would know better than I.
I don't know. Like, and then I worked in a lot of staging areas for convoys when the Third Country Nationals were there, and they had like the jingle trucks, like we're basically like their version of tractor trailers, but they have sleepers in the back of a lot of these trucks, and we were responsible. My unit was responsible for a lot of times getting them up and ready for leaving the convoys at night, and you'd go and knock on a couple trucks' doors and not get a driver. And then finally you knock on like the 5th door, and like 6 drivers would come out of the back of the sleeper, like, hey, and it's like, oh, you were, Dirty Mike and the boys back there in the camper. Yeah.
What were they doing?
Fucking.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. I have soldiers that's literally scarred for life, I think, from like walking on 2 guys banging behind one of the trucks as he was like getting a convoy staged and ready to leave the fob.
And these are all Iraqis.
No, they're Third Country Nationals can be from a lot of different countries. So like Croatians, Africans.
No shit.
All that kind of stuff.
And everybody was just kind of, hey man, it's free love. Like we're here, we're stuck
It's like
here.
prison.
Yeah.
Really?
Is this image like prison? I don't know what I'm looking at.
So this is, I wanted to show you what a donkey rectum looks like turned inside out.
Yeah, don't put that on this. So it's a donkey pink sock.
Yeah.
Oh,
A prolapse donkey anus.
I have been
Scarred for life.
Which one is it?
God, I wish we could show this image.
It's a
right
rectum.
now.
It's a rectum.
This is just it takes a lot to get me. Like a lot. And this one just pushed me over.
That's
looks like a blood sausage.
Yeah. It doesn't even look real.
So now at mile like 90 of my next race, what I'm gonna be thinking about, like when my demons come to haunt me, it's gonna be this.
Yeah, that is. It looks like an exhibit at Art Basel or something like that. Like Jesus.
It's so weird. It doesn't bother me. Like I don't know what I'm looking at.
I do because Bob described it pretty graphically. But like, so is that a dick going into the asshole on top? Like,
No, its tail is bandaged to not slap its inside out anus around.
Oh boy.
That's not even the worst thing I've seen today. Delete my browser history.
Yeah. Immediately.
If anything happens, please delete my
Yeah.
browser history.
Oh,
That's all of us.
Boy, I am nervous. Like I'm sweating a little bit looking at that. Like I'm that's close to like pass out mode where you're just
This is
like,
why you don't
holy
put like
shit.
that the one jar thing, the guy that put the jar up his ass and it broke and he bled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is why you don't fuck around without a spotter. Because shit like this happens.
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking have to go to the hospital with some weird shit up your ass.
You know what's weird? Like, because you see certain images and it triggers like past memories, the things you haven't thought about in a long time, right? This one got me so hard that like the first initial response in my mind was the guy who fucked Mr. Hands, who had the horse fuck him up in the ass and he died. Oh yeah. That video, that's to this day, that's the only video that's really got me. I've watched all the decapitation videos.
Yeah.
The shoot. Oh, Bob.
Full screen. Here we go.
It kind of looks like a fucking worm fetus.
Oh.
It looks like a worm that's been...
When do we put it up? Why?
I did it just to get
That's-
Ross a little bit more.
God damn it, man.
It looks like a worm that's been dyed in red 40.
That's some alien shit right there.
Fuck.
But it's
Fuck,
just
fuck.
like an intestine. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Who cares?
Get
You never
this
seen
off of my. Get it out of my face, dude.
Can't stop looking at it.
Why are
If
the...
you're, if you're not in the studio, we have two 60-inch monitors that are directly in front of us.
I don't
maybe
know.
5 feet away.
I don't understand why the back of his legs are wet.
Oh,
Don't you?
boy.
Like, are they cleaning off the sausage or what's happening?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I don't think they're doing that. I think that they're trying to get. We're this close to puking. I'm gonna need that off the screen.
I kind of want to draw a face on it, to be honest. Actually, if you look at that,
Yeah, that is like a worm.
the light looks like an eyeball, and then the light below it looks almost like a little mouth. It's like a fucking dragon or some
Like
shit.
a little worm guy, a little
Yeah,
dragon
yeah,
guy.
Can we? Are we allowed to post this picture on Patreon so that way people know what the fuck we're talking about? Or
Yeah.
I think you could post this on YouTube, to be honest. It's animal. It's not.
no, they're sensitive
Like,
about.
this came up, by the way, I didn't search prolapse. This was just a happy accident. I just searched donkey rectum to show you the size of the hole.
Is that our computer or your computer?
This would be a company computer.
Okay,
it's a
so
compliment.
then that makes sense. Otherwise, if it came up that quickly, Bob, then
I don't
it's
know.
on
Let's
you.
Yeah,
let's
that's a lot
go
of
get.
questions.
Let's Giorgio, get an air gap computer and just start searching for random animal rectums and see if they all show up as prolapsed. Yeah.
Deal. I'm buying one right now.
I can smell it.
You can smell it.
God, it smells like salty almonds and pennies, like wet pennies. I don't know why I can smell that right now. Like I can physically fucking smell that. Thank you for taking that down. Jesus Christ.
I just want to know the guy who took the picture is like, move the tail up so I can get a good shot.
Bob, go ahead and save that picture. Let's get it turned into a giant picture and sent to Ross's home.
Oh my God, man.
Poster.
That one's rough.
You think Julio will paint this for us?
I want it painted. I want it that image right there, and I'm going to blow it up to like 5 feet by 6 feet, and I'm going to have one framed and delivered to his house every day for the rest of his life.
God damn it, man.
Unwrapped.
That is intense. I would hang it above my GhostBed from ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. You've been listening to the show for a long time. You know. Do you have a GhostBed mattress yet?
Yes, I do.
How fucking great is that goddamn thing?
Yeah, it's awesome. I used all the promotion codes and everything you guys give.
You have to.
Yeah, we do.
The cooling mattress, the mattress protector, because good Lord knows what happens on my bed.
Yeah, dude. It probably looks like that donkey's asshole. What happens on your bed?
Yeah, probably. But
Yeah. Best mattress in the biz. Were we lying?
No, not at all.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's good.
It's fucking awesome. And look, mattresses and all that shit can get expensive if you don't have those promo codes. I don't know that you buy it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
If I don't have a promo code for something now, I feel like I don't buy it anymore.
Yeah, you can find promo codes for everything. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
But then there's gaps and shit where I'm like, where the fuck is the promo code?
Yeah.
At ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Promo code is 40% off. The bundle package, that's if you get the adjustable base and the mattress combined. Or you get 30% off everything in the entire store, and you can fill up the cart. You can get weighted blankets, pillows, sheets, everything, 30% off of the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. And this year in 2022, they've got a 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest if you have decent credits. And congratulations, you can get a brand new bedroom set for $25 a month at ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. We don't lie. By the way, all the reviews on there are listeners. So that was something cool where they were like, hey, if you listen to the show, great. All the reviews that you see are by listeners. That way you can hit each other up and be like, hey, is this bullshit or not? Love this goddamn thing. No, big fan of that. Big fan of this next product. This is new to the show, and I fucking love them. This is Diet Smoke. This is dietsmoke.com. Use the promo code Drinkin Bros for 20% off. And that's on all their Delta 8 THC gummies. Huge fan. Yeah, put them on screen. So whenever we get a product like this that's sent in, we try everything. We test out everything before we decide whether or not it's going to be on the show. They sent these in. These are fucking incredible, dude. I've been using these for like a month now or 2 months, close to 2 months. If you like to get high and know exactly what's in there, these are 10 milligrams a piece right there on these Delta 8 gummies. This is like, my biggest gripe with weed and edibles and all that other shit is I feel like every single one is different and they're not.
They're inconsistent, yeah.
Why is that?
Because there's no regulation in the industry. That's the real reason. But it's, they don't use the proper mixers, like a mixing station that's going around. We should have Brittany on to talk about it because she used to work for one of these companies. Just the haphazard way that they design the product itself just comes out super inconsistent. You don't really have that problem here because you can make Delta 8 anywhere you want. Like it's not federally illegal or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's perfectly legal to make, sell, and use this shit. So the standard is way higher, right? It's just like anything else. Prohibition fucks up quality.
Yeah.
And this is a lot more consistent.
Yes. So that's the key for me where I can't work on weed or do it like Giorgio and Dan. I can't do that every day. But I have these at night. And all I need is one of these. They've been consistent. They've been easy. It's a nice medium high, like right where you should be, nothing excessive. And they got 2 flavors, blue raspberry and watermelon. The blue raspberry's the jam these days. Our seltzer, we've got a blue raspberry. Big fan of these guys. I literally have these every night. I could not be more amped. And now that we have a promo code, I'm going to order a fuck ton of these tonight. So I'm amped. It's like the smoothest high I've ever had. And it's great. It's the same every single time. That's the difference between that and like going to a weed store. But this gets shipped to your house, which I don't know why that's legal, but it is. And I'm amped. So let's go. Let's go. So go to dietsmoke.com. Use promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 20% off of all their Delta 8 THC gummies. Again, that is dietsmoke.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros to get 20% off. Dietsmoke.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros, 20% off the Diet Smoke THC gummies. Huge fan of these guys. Welcome to the show. I'm going to order like 10 jars tonight because I feel like this is too good to be true. Like they'll end up banning this shit someday.
Probably.
Right?
I think some states already have.
For Delta 8?
Yeah.
Get it while it's hot, then. Get it now. I'm telling you, that's the best. Last but not least, we got the Drinkin' Bros store, D'Anthony. Everybody's asking us about the Hard AF Seltzer gear we're wearing today, because I was wearing this on Ross Patterson Revolution this morning. This will be on hardafseltzer.com. On drinkinbros.com/store, you can get all the latest merch. The bro boxes are killing it. I got an email that mine shipped, by the way, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Bro boxes are out into the world because we have to order this too. We just don't get free gear all the time.
Well, we can, but
you'd be fucking
I don't
over
know
that company.
I just don't know how.
Yeah,
That's the problem. If I knew how to rob them, I would be doing it.
same.
I'm too lazy to look into it, but yeah, it's we'll have Brittany's planning on putting some of the hardest fuck gear into the boxes that are coming up.
Hell yeah!
In addition to coupon codes for the seltzer itself when it goes live on the 14th of February. So there will be a lot of stuff coming here soon, and we're working on those coins too for you OG buyers.
Yeah. So we're super stoked about that. Go to drinkinbros.com/store. Get all the merch, dude. The hats are in there. Brand new hats, snapbacks, flex fit, all that shit. I noticed you're wearing a BRCC hat today. Yeah. We'll be live from their facility in San Antoine on Thursday morning. They're going live on the New York Stock Exchange.
We'll be live from there at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Eastern time, yeah. So 8 Central. Come and join us if you're there. It's off of Bitters Road.
Yeah.
It's
just put in Black Rifle Coffee San Antonio in Google Maps.
Yeah.
And it's the main one.
It's the main one there. And if you're there, we're bringing seltzer with us. We will have some full Yetis, and you can be the first ones to have the seltzer. And then the Super Bowl party is on Sunday at WTF Ice House downtown.
Hey, bring up that
noon till blackouts.
Bring up that
Join
page
us.
again.
For Drinkin' Bros?
Yeah, there's one specific. No, go down. It's one of the new defund politicians shirts. Maybe it's the go up. Or no, there it is, the black one right there. Go back. There you go. Yeah, pull that one up right there. Brittany designed this one, and it says "F-U politicians."
Oh,
in the
that's
middle. I don't know
dope,
if you
dude.
know. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
She just said it in the chat. I forgot about it until just now, but
She's killing it, dude. The Hard AF gear she made for ladies was fucking awesome. Jesse got it last night and was just like, yo, this is dope. Because most of these merch companies don't make shit for girls.
No, and if they do, it sucks.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're just like, they have a conversion for the sizes, but it's still men's sizes. Mm-hmm. And most women are not built like men.
No, they're not. I wish they were.
Yeah, I mean,
They are the Olympics. My God, man. We saw some biggins last night.
I don't think, we're done with this. Let's transition back into the
real world?
To the real world. So
no more fucking horse cocks.
China is definitely not the real world. I don't know if anybody is, good God. There we go. Oh, is that a horse or a cow? Is that a cow?
It looks like a cow.
It came up as donkey, so maybe it's just an oddly colored mule.
Oh my God, man.
What's black and white and red all over, right?
Yeah.
It's the back of this donkey's ass.
There's blood all over
They
the
definitely
ankles
didn't wash
of
the
this
back
thing.
of his legs.
This is definitely a Patreon episode, I feel like. My God. It looks like a heart.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking.
At least it's not
beating heart.
completely out. And if you look at the bottom, there's still a little crusty shit on there.
Oh, my God.
Right there in that area.
Just zooming in.
What were you saying about China?
China doesn't look like a real place.
No.
Like, you remember how...
I just said this last night.
Remember Sochi, how there were like wild dogs in the hotel rooms and shit?
Yeah.
And they didn't have manhole covers on the fucking sewer drains and shit? Well, that was pretty bad. And now we get to China, and it's like a giant ass slide looking thing, ice slide, and it's surrounded by what looks like what is it?
Nuclear power plant?
Like a nuclear power plant.
I saw that too.
I turned to Jesse last night.
Can
and
you
I was
find
like,
that
man,
picture?
Is it me? Or are they
Yeah, here
just
we go.
skiing
The
next
ski
to a
jump?
nuclear power plant? Yes,
Look at
there it
this.
is.
Yeah, it just looks like 3 Mile Island.
Yeah. What the fuck? So if you, by the way, if you, when you pan out like that, because they showed a couple shots like this during the live feed last night, there is no snow anywhere else. So, I mean, that's man-made snow, and I guess it's fine. But if you're going to make it, why put it next to, pop that picture up, why put it next to 3
Well, and then
it looks like
power plants?
It's like the opening scene from The Simpsons back there.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit?
Well, they were doing the I think it was Alpine with the freestyle jumps, and then they had painted the Beijing logo on one of those little towers in the background. And I was like, what is that?
Why would you do that?
This is going to be the lowest ratings in the history of the Olympics since television has existed.
Oh, 100%.
Like, this is going to be the worst.
100%.
And China's got, we may have to go to war with China now because they're going to be so embarrassed that they have to do something. Like, they may invade Ukraine. Who knows?
Yeah, it says, what does this say? These are the dystopia Olympics. Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And, you know, the other part of this is Americans haven't won a gold medal yet.
I don't think Americans care. Bob, can you find the food that's been posted?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. There was the Olympians in the village, like, complaining about, like, everything. And I saw a post that was, you know, China basically was maneuvering to make sure their athletes were well fed,
nourished,
and everything.
Germany was the one who came out and bitched about it.
Yeah,
Too publicly, and they were like, "Fuck this.
Yeah.
We don't have any food." I guess so. I looked it up for the USA. I was like, "Why, USA? You know, are we bound down to China? Whatever." Apparently, they knew, and they brought their own food.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't doubt it.
The
Yeah.
United States brought their own food. It's not helping the athletes. We haven't won a gold yet.
There was one female athlete that said she was confused by being quarantined, and they put her in the back of an ambulance, and were giving her the runaround and everything like that.
Yeah, there's the food.
So this is what the athletes, the non-Chinese athletes, have been given for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Each meal, it's like a raw fucking hen, some random bones, potatoes that don't look like they've been cooked anytime this century, some goop, and some penne.
What's in the top right there? It looks
like a hen,
a bare chicken, but it doesn't look
like
cooked.
a Cornish hen.
Yeah, it's like a Cornish hen.
It doesn't look cooked.
But it's really tiny.
It's probably boiled.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean it has to be boiled. If it's cooked and you put it in anything that has heat other than water, then it would have brown marks on it.
This looks worse than that donkey's prolapse asshole.
I want to know what this looked like. It looks like a really tiny chicken. Like what was this when it was alive?
It's a Cornish hen, you stupid fuck. Have
If
you
you look
never
up-
seen television before?
Are they that small though? I'm with
Yeah,
Giorgio.
they're tiny.
No, they're like about like that.
I'm with Giorgio. The ones that I've seen are bigger.
You
I've
guys
never
don't
seen
watch
one that tiny.
Do you not watch cooking shows?
Yeah.
The Cornish hen is that size. It's about that size, right?
That looks really tiny.
4 to 6 inches probably around, something like that.
My God, man. Everything about this feels dystopian. Last night, the gold medalists, when they were winning, the people who were winning the medals, if they didn't have a mask on, there was somebody right off camera that was just like, nope, you're putting this on, you're getting the fuck out of here. And it was like, Jesus Christ. I thought there was no deaths for COVID in China.
Well, they have a zero tolerance policy, and the tolerance is allowing the international community to know that they made the virus and also that everybody there is dying from it, I guess. Because apparently sometime August last year when everybody else was having a Delta spike, there's this plateaued and it's never gone up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got it, guys. It's fine.
Omicron never came here.
Yeah.
And they did have a Uyghur Muslim come out with like the flag, you know?
Oh, boy.
And then that guy disappeared and nobody's seen him since. Like, the whole thing is strange as shit. I'm tuning in every night because I'm just out of boredom. I've caught up on all my TV shows, like all the shit, and there's no more football. We got one game left.
Yeah.
And it's weird how much football has dominated my life because it is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. So it was 5 days a week for me.
Yeah.
And now all that's gone.
Yeah.
Because college is out, NFL is out, and then you're like, great, what the fuck do I do with another 6 months of my life?
Yeah.
And
there was a point in college, I mean, because you got the MAC Wednesdays, like where the MAC conference plays in college football.
Yeah.
So I mean,
MAC after dark, right?
Yeah, MAC after dark. You just had college football or pro football all the time. So this is the dead period because NBA, I don't watch that anymore. And then who really watch hockey is I like hockey, but there's but so much you can watch.
Hockey's an in-person sport.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, yeah, it's getting rough. I guess we have the Final Four Like we've got March Madness.
I love March Madness, and I love college basketball.
But that's 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, and then that's over. But
I've been watching golf, but only because I'm making stupid bets because that piece of shit over there keeps telling me stupid bets to make.
Are we doing that today? Is that today? Do you know who you got?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, let's just do it right now then because I need to make these bets.
No. We got our own segment. Dan has his own. Delco Dan has his own animation now.
We have a graphic.
Yeah, multiple graphics. So Georgia, I sent it to Drinkin Bros.
I have it.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, cool. Because there's he made fucking 80 of you.
I know.
Which is nice. Yeah, you like to see yourself. It's a nice Payne Stewart vibe. So if you tune into Drinkin Bros Sports,
it's Payne Stewart, but it's Pain.
Yeah. Nailed it. This article, by the way, with this dystopian nightmare that is the Winter Olympics, I didn't write this, so don't fucking shoot the messenger on this one. This is MSN, which is surprising, but they compared that Uyghur skier lighting the torch to the token Jew from the 1936 Berlin Summer Olympics, who
that's probably an apt analysis. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, I know we've got 1,400 concentration camps full of all your family and shit, but if you don't mind, go ahead and light this fire for us. The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know, man, but usually you don't see articles like this in MSN where you're just like, all right, this is,
I think people have just about reached the limit of their cognitive dissonance at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing remember a couple of months ago when the media and public health officials started saying things occasionally that started to make sense. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh, they're fucking finally figuring it out. No, they're pivoting.
Yeah.
And then at some point soon, they're going to start pretending like they had the answers all the time. This stupid bitch yesterday on CNN was talking about how masking is pointless now and that the science has changed. Now we figured that out. No, we were right the whole time, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
I've been saying that shit since fucking way before, since 2020.
Yeah.
Like the same narrative is the narrative on the conservative or liberty side, if you want to call it that, has been consistent this entire time. And now all of the data that we've collected proves it to be correct. And they're like, well, we're just now figuring this out. Like, well, maybe you are. Yeah. Right? Which is why you should get the fuck out of here and never speak in public again. And some of you should go to jail.
And it sounds like people are figuring out China as well. So I'll just read you some choice quotes from this article here. The Swedes have suggested that the conditions in the mountains are perilously cold. So it's really fucking freezing there, I guess, which is weird because I guess when you're next to a nuclear power plant, you would figure you'd be a little warmer.
They had issues, I can't remember exactly when, but there was an ultra marathon that was in China where 21 people, I think, died during the race because they had just a snowstorm or something blew through at the last minute, and the race wasn't protected well enough. It didn't they didn't tell the runners to pack for extreme circumstances and all kinds of different things, and then 21 people ended up dying.
Do you think Chinese people are going to start doing 21 push-ups?
Yeah. A challenge?
Yeah. 21 push-up challenge?
A challenge on Weibo, the Chinese version of Twitter. This one is a classic Poland. A Polish skater says that she was living in fear in Beijing isolation ward and has cried until I have no more tears.
Oh.
Boy.
Now, how many Polish skaters does it take to screw in a light bulb? Are we going to get canceled now? Nobody gives a fuck about Polish people, so I'm fine, I think.
No, nobody cares. The Finns have claimed an ice hockey player is being kept against his will in a COVID quarantine for no reason. You'll never hear about it anyway, so yeah, it seems par for the course. And and it was the Germans who said there was no hot food whatsoever.
Yeah.
So those chickens aren't hot either. The hens?
No, that's all cold.
I like cold boiled fucking chickens. That's what I want for dinner tonight. He brings it out and it's still warm. Like, hey, could you go throw this in the deep freeze for a couple of hours first?
Oof. How do they get the fucking Olympics?
Money.
No, well, I'm sure that's part of the Olympic Committee is corrupt as fuck. Half of their administrative board goes to jail every 5 years.
Yeah.
It's just like being the governor of Illinois, basically. I don't know how they get anything. Corruption is definitely a big part of it, though. I feel like whenever When's the Olympics in the U.S. again? L.A. in 2028, I think?
Yes, L.A., yeah, Los Angeles.
Is that it? Or is it 2028 or when is it?
Yeah,
2028. 28?
I believe so. Bob, double check that. I think it's 2020.
Where are the 24 Summer Olympics?
I think Paris, maybe?
Paris is kind of a shithole now.
I could have just made that up,
though. They'll clean it up for this.
I could have just made it up. Where's
you were right. Paris is 2024, 2028 's LA.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
In 2028, we need to go fucking ham on China. Like, we need to move to LA for that month-long period.
Yeah.
And just fucking rail on China the whole time and see if we can't get some of them to show up and try to fuck with us.
Look, if you're going to LA, that's the best time to do it. They will clear out every single homeless person in that city for the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, I just mean I'm going to take an arsenal of weapons there, hang out in an Airbnb, tell everybody where I am, and then start railing on China and see if some of their goons show up.
You just house the Chinese athletes in one of the homeless communities.
Yeah. Fucking China, dude. Huh? Have you ever been to China?
No.
Fuck China.
No.
Would you run there?
No.
Okay.
No, you run in the direction of whatever border's closest when you're in China.
No, I wouldn't do things there.
No, huh?
Yeah. There's certain parts of the world where you're just like, I'm not going to compete there.
You know, by 2028, since it's going to be in LA, we may have a full-on trans section of the Olympics. So it's male, female, and trans.
I hope
athletes.
so.
I would watch that.
Same here. It'd be more entertaining than watching the women do shit.
By the way, speaking of trans athletes, Major League Baseball, because of the lockout right now, is not testing. Their steroid agreement is done.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
So technically, it's not illegal for anybody to take steroids right now. Every baseball player can take steroids legally right now. And until if they can prove that they only took them during this period, they could beat any kind of arbitration from the league. Now, the expectation is that in the new collective bargaining agreement, there will be some agreement, but there isn't right now.
So if you're
I'm on a bulking cycle right now.
Dude.
I'm looking like Conor McGregor, except for I'm not getting the shit kicked out of me every time I fight. You know what I mean?
Dude, I saw McGregor's Instagram last night.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. He was like, oh, dude, just hanging out with Justin Bieber. Yes, he was technically with Justin Bieber, but all the photos of him are just him looking jacked as fuck. Pull up his Instagram, Bob. It was shocking where I was just like, my God.
Yeah.
Man. His back is fucking, I mean, look at that. Yeah, he's definitely on steroids.
He's a tiny man.
He's a really tiny man.
He'll look bigger the more weight he
Go
puts
back to that other one, Bob, where he's hanging from the thing. Yeah. Is it just a boner? Like, do you get a boner when you're doing
Conor McGregor
pull-ups
always
like
has
that?
to have a crotch shot.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Weigh-ins, everything.
You know what he should do?
It's right there in your face.
He should get a bigger dick if he's going to do this. His dick is tiny.
Like, what do you think he is right now? Like 185?
95. I say 195.
I would say 185 maybe.
Yeah.
Because he's small.
Yeah.
Keep going. Is this the one with Bieber in it?
He's a teensy little man.
That
one on the right.
one, yeah.
That one on the right with his back is swollen.
Look at
right
that,
there.
dude.
That's
Steroids.
angles.
It's not angles.
That's look at that V.
That's lighting.
No, it's not lighting, motherfucker.
He's not that big.
No, he's not that big, but for his frame, that his back is way bigger than it normally is, which is the point that everybody's making. We're not trying to say that he's going to win Mr. Universe. You three bitches back there.
95% of fitness is lighting.
True or not true?
How about fitting his dick in your mouth?
Jason.
A lot of it is. I mean, a lot of the Instagram stuff is. A lot of it's like just
Everyone's
angles
gonna
lighting, and then structure on your Instagram. Pull that all the way up so you can get all the deep cuts and everything.
Sure.
And then a tan is always going to help.
Tan helps.
Yeah, tan
Put him
helps.
next to an actual life-size human being, and see what he looks like.
Bieber?
No, put him. No, Bieber's. He's kind of small too.
He's a
Skinny
dainty
fat
man.
Bieber is.
Put him next to Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell's a legit.
God, yeah.
He's 6'1". He's about 215 right
Yeah.
now, probably 220 maybe. He's chiseled out of clay. This guy's a little tiny man. I want to see Chuck Liddell fight Conor. Right?
I don't think it would happen. So would I. I just don't think it would happen. Chuck is probably 240 right now?
Yeah, but he would go down to he would probably go down to 195 to fight, 196, something like that.
At 52 though, that's a lot of weight to cut.
He doesn't care.
No.
Fuck
No.
What else is he gonna do?
McGregor's supposed to fight, I think, this summer they said?
I don't care. I'll never watch
I know you
another
don't
one of
care,
his fights.
but Dana White cares because it's still the guy.
I don't
He's bringing in
understand.
2 million
I don't
pay-per-view
understand
eyes.
why anybody wants to watch this guy fucking get his ass kicked again. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's the success version of the Paul brothers trying to create animus so people hate them and enjoy watching them get beat up.
Maybe.
Because I think that last Jake Paul fight did, 65,000? Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
Until he gets his ass kicked by somebody, that's what people want to see. But they can tell now that all the fights are fixed, so they're not going to watch anymore.
I think if Jake Paul went against McGregor, that would be a massive.
That's a no-lose situation for anybody because either way, somebody's getting somebody that you hate that's a giant piece of shit as a human being is getting beat up.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea.
What athletes do you look up to? Because if you're a runner, there's not a lot of American runners that you're like, oh shit, I want to put this guy on my wall.
Yeah. No, I mean, I actually grew up playing football. I went to college, I played football and everything. So
where'd you go to school?
I was a small school in Kentucky called the University of Cumberlands.
Oh yeah, so Cumberland. Yeah,
you know?
Yes, I do.
Oh wow,
I got a offer to play football there.
Oh really?
Actually,
yeah.
Very tiny school.
Yeah, very tiny.
What was it? 1,400 people or something?
Probably
crazy?
some of it, all athletes. Like it's basically.
That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, so it's a small school in Kentucky, and so I played 4 years of football there, and then I signed an ROTC scholarship right before I joined. I got my scholarship for football. And so played 4 years of football, then got out and joined the military, and that was right around 2004. So I was I was in Iraq from 04 to 05, 06, 07, and 08, 09. So I did 3 back-to-back deployments, and then was an aide to a general officer, and then got out of the military, and now I'm a defense contractor. But as far as looking up to athletes, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of like amazing people out there. I think one right now that I'm like flabbergasted by and just kind of in awe of is Eliud Kipchoge. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's a Kenyan runner. He's the guy who ran sub 2 hours in a marathon.
Oh yeah.
Just
wasn't it the shoes though that they were bitching about?
Some type of
shoes
the Nike
he was
shoes and everything like that. The technology there, but I mean, there's only but so much technology shoe wise that you can put into a guy that's going to be able to do that. I think his the documentary on him is really good on Netflix, where it talks, or I think it's on Amazon. It talks about his mindset, and I think that's the difference between a lot of different athletes that separate them from. It's like Brady. It separates the normal person, normal athlete in their world to greatness. It's that ability to have that mindset that separates you, and so Kipchoge is one of those guys that you can tell like his mindset's just different than everybody else's, and his work ethic. I
enjoy that too, because like work ethic will separate you from everybody else, and no matter what field you're in, athletics or business or anything else. And I love watching documentaries or talking to people like that. We had Tim Grover on the show. Who trained Kobe, Jordan. And I think he's doing Russell Wilson now.
Yeah, he is.
But that guy was, because you get to learn about their mindsets, why they worked, how to work, and all that stuff. And with Brady, interestingly enough, like just totally at fucking random, the show, we thought there was going to be an extra show on something, whatever the fuck it was. Me and my wife were watching it, and it wasn't there. So flip back onto cable. I haven't watched cable in a while. And it was a 30 for 30 with Brady for the tuck rule.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because you don't see that in-depth interviews with Brady that much.
Yeah.
And so they sat him down with Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
And so Woodson was the one that tackled him. But I forgot they were teammates at Michigan. So they were friends in real life, but as soon as they started bringing up that footage of the tuck rule and everything else,
they were going at it.
It got fucking heated.
Yeah.
And at the end, Brady made sure to smoke him in pool. Did you see that? Did you watch the end of that?
Yeah.
Just to let him know, like, oh, hey, not only did you not win that fucking Super Bowl that I took from you, but I'm also going to beat your ass in pool at my own fucking house, so you can think about that on the drive home.
It's that Jordan mindset, that killer instinct that they just want to beat you in everything that they can get their hands on.
It's a deep insecurity is what it is. Like, I only matter if I win. That's where that comes from, by the way, and it's kind of pathetic.
I love it.
But it does produce amazing results, so fucking who cares?
I love it, and like the baller move that he did before they even played pool, he goes, shit, man, I'm going to have to take this off. I can't get my, and it was a Super Bowl ring. Brady was like, I'm gonna have to take this off. I just can't shoot.
If he had
too heavy.
If he had, like, does he do that to his wife? He's got one around his cock. He's like, hey, let me take off these 6 rings right quick, 7 rings.
The problem is she can always say, look, Tom, I'm gonna pull my bank account.
Yeah,
real quick.
she makes more than him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
who cares about money though? Well, she hasn't accomplished anything.
Man,
she's made money. Any idiot, you can inherit money.
It's hard to be that hot.
He's won 7 fucking championships.
She's done a lot.
She hasn't done anything.
She's been on 7 covers of Sports Illustrated.
She's stood places and been hot. That's
she's like has her own
anything.
company and everything. So
yeah,
I'm sure she's running the day-to-day operations of that company. Delco, get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ.
Delco believes in women's rights.
I don't.
I'm a feminist.
Pull up what Giselle did.
Bob. Like all of her accomplishments?
Yeah, no, but I'm sure, like the Honest Company for Jessica Alba. That's a big one.
She actually ran that.
No shit.
Alba
no shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I used to date a girl that worked at Honest and said that Alba was an absolute terror to work for.
100%. I heard the same thing, and not in a negative way, but she was one of the products in all the company to run smoothly. But she was a fucking gangster, I heard, behind the scenes. I don't know what companies Giselle runs.
None.
Other than being hot.
She doesn't run any company, I promise you that. Get the fuck out of here, man.
But she does make more money than Brady.
The brand.
Yeah.
The branding.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, do you think, like, what's her name? That stupid Kardashian chick runs the makeup company? Like, she's in there fucking with an old school typewriter, typing shit up, and the calculator, like, the little things coming out. She's reading the papers, doing science, pouring shit into beakers. No. She has a social media account, and that's it.
The one that gets me is, like, when you see best-selling authors like Snooki or, like, Chrissy Teigen, and I'm just like, oh, God damn it, dude. You didn't write one fucking word to any of this shit.
No.
Can you imagine Snooki? Like, she probably wrote the whole thing on her iPhone. Clack, with her stupid fucking long nails. And then some dude comes up randomly and punches her in the face.
Yeah.
Right?
Be great.
Every other chapter, I think.
Be great. Now's the point in the show. We get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week. Someone who has inspired you or helps you become the person you are today. Who'd you like to give the Drinkin' Bro of the week to?
Yeah, I think it's my dad. My parents both had me when they were teenagers. My dad had just graduated high school. My mom was still in high school. And then, we lived in low-income housing. We were kind of in that range of, because I lived in the same neighborhood Allen Iverson and Michael Vick grew up in and things like that.
Were you the only white kid there?
This is why he doesn't like dogs.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like dogs.
I understand.
But no, so I just remember my dad working like 2 jobs. He roofed during the day, and then he would deliver pizzas at night. Barely saw him, but I think over time it just instilled that idea of what a strong work ethic looks like, and I think that's carried with me throughout life, and just providing for my family and making sure that I take care of me and mine. And my dad definitely did a lot for us growing up, and a lot of it was him not being present because he was always working, but he put a roof over our head, food on the table, and he really did a lot for us. And so I think between me, my brother, and my sister, they raised us the best they could. And my brother's the defensive coordinator at the University of Richmond now, football.
No shit.
Yeah.
Spiders?
Spiders, yeah.
Yeah, dude, so, Richmond Spiders.
Yeah, so
they got a great basketball team.
Yeah, they do. That's where a lot of the money for the program goes to.
Yeah.
But he's there, and then my sister is doing really well for herself. So, to come from where they came from and having us as teenagers, good on them, and that's why my dad's the Drinkin' Bro of the week.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. That's awesome. What's his name?
Daryl Wood.
Is he still alive?
Yep. He's they're still young. He's turned 60 this year.
Oh shit, that's right. If they had you in high school.
Yeah. So I'm 40, and he turned 60 in March.
Did you play with Michael Vick and Allen Iverson and those guys, or was that just a little bit younger?
So I was too young for Allen. Allen went to the same high school I did too. So I got a chance to watch him play a lot. But I played against Vick my freshman year of high school.
Good luck. How was that?
You know what? He wasn't even the best quarterback in the district. There was a guy, I don't know if you guys remember him, named Ronald Curry.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ronald Curry was the #1 recruit in the nation in both football and basketball at the time.
Didn't he end up going to UNC?
He went to UNC. He originally gave a verbal to Virginia, and then reneged on it and went over to UNC.
What?
Reneged.
Boy, we don't say that here.
He's
we edit that out.
He's
we're gonna.
He's the quarterback's coach for the Saints now.
He is, yeah. So he's
Ronald Curry. I didn't know that.
He played in the NFL for a little bit. He played wide receiver for the Raiders, I think, and I think Al Davis. When they drafted him, or he drafted him in the 7th round, I think. When they drafted him, they said they were drafting him strictly on what he did in high school and his athleticism and what he could have been. And he played pretty well in the NFL, but never kind of came to fruition for that, #1 player in the nation. And I think a lot of it, they say, is he tried to be, he tried to play football and basketball at UNC, and just the body type and everything that he needed for both was just too much.
Well, you played college ball, right?
I did, yeah.
Knowing what that schedule is like?
Yeah.
Because, all the visits that I took out of high school for all that shit, like, you get to see what that day-to-day schedule is like. Yeah. It is so fucking brutal. Like, and if you go to a big school where you're in a bowl game, you have about 8 to 12 days off tops, and then you're back in for spring workouts and all that other shit. And you're just like, dude, you have no time for anything else. You would have to be the very best of the best to play 2 sports at the same time at the same school.
Yeah, because he's missing spring ball. He's playing basketball during the spring.
Yeah.
So it was a lot to, and especially he played quarterback. So it's a lot to ask him to come out of no spring ball and then gel with the receivers. And then he went through like 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. But Vic, I mean, he was definitely a challenge to play in high school, but like we always beat their team because it was just him, really. Just put 3 linebackers to spy him, and that's all you had to do.
He was fucking fun, man. I'm a diehard Falcons fan.
Yeah.
So like, dude, he was so much fucking fun to watch.
Yeah.
Him and Dion, those were the 2 best Falcons. It was just a blast to watch.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we didn't win.
Yeah.
Still haven't won.
Yeah.
Bengals can win this weekend, so we'll see.
Well, I'm a 49ers fan, so Kyle Shanahan he knows how to lose a fourth quarter.
Good.
God dang.
Yeah, I hope he does for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
After he fucked me like that, I hope he loses the rest of his life in the fourth quarter.
I think we had the lead against Kansas City in the Super Bowl a couple years ago in the fourth quarter.
You did?
We lost.
Yeah.
And then the NFC Championship game against against the Rams, we were up in the fourth quarter, and I said, just wait for it. Just wait for Kyle Shanahan to. And sure enough,
So
we lost.
fuck it up, yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
Because Dan and I bet the Chiefs in that game, and I think they were down by 10.
Yeah.
And we needed the Chiefs to win by 7.5. Not only did they cover the 10, but then they covered the fucking spread as well.
Exactly.
And it was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think we won collectively somewhere near like 16,000 that night. What I've got laid out on this game, it's close to 7 right now. I'm waiting for some of these props to come up.
Yeah.
Like the national anthem and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because we'll drop 100 apiece on that.
I'm
just to
ready
do
for
it.
this, yeah.
All of our winnings go into the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and then March Madness if we win. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. But, dude, thanks for being here today, man. This was a
Thanks
blast.
for having me. I loved it.
Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
So really, I'm only on Instagram, and so my handle on Instagram is J Floyd Wood, just a letter J, Floyd Wood, and that's where you can find me, and then you can follow my running adventures.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. We want to see you gumped up.
Yeah, definitely, that's gonna happen.
That's happening.
All right.
That's happening.
All right. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah. For D'Anthony Holloway, Jason Wood, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros